I let my guard down, and then you pulled it right. I was getting.
Hello and welcome back to Song Reaction Analysis with your girl JVB. How are you guys doing today? First and foremost, thank you so much for being here, checking out my reactions, also my own music. In the description below, you'll find all the links. I am a music producer, singer, songwriter, vocal performance coach, and I love doing reaction videos for you guys. In case you haven't yet, hit that like button, subscribe, notification bell. Never miss a post of mine. It's another Agseisa day. We did When I Look at You last week, and that was my first time hearing her, and I was completely blown away by her, and you guys recommended Someone You Loved. So I thought that's a really great song choice, and I cannot wait to hear her sing it. She has an amazing voice, and so she surprised me. I didn't expect that from her because she looks so, like, she started out so singing so delicate and beautiful, and then turned into this powerful, amazing voice. I was just like blown away. So I cannot wait to listen to that. And I know when you recommend something, it's usually amazing. So with no further ado, let's get straight into it. Agseisa, Someone You Loved, Louis Capaldi. The final showcase of the Indonesian Idol 2020. Agseisa, Someone You Loved. And I love that song so freaking much.
I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to save me. This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like to wait, numb all the pain. No, a day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you love.
Okay, I want to hear it again. So I really love the original song a lot. And so she's doing it very different. So I need to get used to that because I really like, sometimes I feel like changing up a song too much, like a really good song, changing it up too much is not always a good idea. So right now I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. I do appreciate her putting her own spin on it though, and I like the dynamics in her voice, how she goes like almost to a whisper, how she also uses the syllables, how she like pronunciates that, like the timing, the phrasing, that's the word I was looking for, how she phrases it. It's very interesting and unique. So it's gonna take me, it might be something that will grow on me, but right now I'm like, oh, I like the original. So I want to hear it again from the beginning. And I love the whole like setup. I love the background. I love the screens like that. It's really cool.
I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to save me.
I like that because it's very conversational.
This all or nothing really got a way of driving me crazy. I need somebody to hear, somebody to know, somebody to have, somebody to hold. It's easy to
It's
say,
very
but
fragile,
it's never the same.
which
I
makes
guess
sense.
I kinda like to wait, numb all the pain. No, a day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pulled the rug. I was getting kinda used to being someone you.
You know what? I'm already more sold, and I'm already having chills because she is really she is doing it in a very emotional, very like fragile kind of state, which I love because obviously that's the lyric, right? So she's putting a little different spin on it. And like I said, sometimes it's just because our ear is so used to hearing that one thing that when you hear it a different way, it doesn't always like click, for me at least, like right away. But now that I hear it again, I really appreciate how she is really absorbing the words, making it her own. Because, you know, we can all say a phrase. I can say, I love you. 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 You know what I mean? Like there's so many ways to say it. And so the way she is deciding to say it and phrase it, it's growing on me. I appreciate it now because now I get it. I really get it because I was judging from listening, comparing it to the original versus just like hearing her interpretation of it. So now that I'm just listening to her interpretation of it, I can appreciate it so much more. And now I'm getting chills because now I'm opening myself to that version. Oh, beautiful. I like that. Oh, that is so beautiful.
I'm going under, and this time I fear there's no one to turn to.
Oh, yeah.
It's all or nothing way of loving got me sleeping without you.
Ooh.
I need somebody to know, somebody to hear, somebody to have, just to know how it feels. It's easy to say, but it's never the same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. And I tend to close my eyes when it hurts. Sometimes I fall into your arms. I'll be saving the sun till I come back around. Now the day bleeds into nightfall, and you're not here to get me through. I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug. I was getting kind, yes, so be someone you love. Oh, nightfall, through it all, I let my guard down, and then you pull the rug.
Shut up. Oh my God. I have chills. Okay? There's so much emotion, so much expression in that performance. I'm blown away. Oh my God. I cannot believe like that in the beginning. I was like, I'm not sure because she is so unique. Like her voice, when she gets into like, you wouldn't think that she can do it because I feel like there's this push and pull in her voice. She goes for it, then it pulls back, and then she pulls out again, and she goes for it, and she pulls back a little bit again. It's that she's almost teasing us a little bit, but she has so much control over her voice. She goes from that raspy sound into a clean sound, into a whisper. You know, that is like, you cannot do that unless you really know what you're doing, unless you really have full control over your breath, over your muscles, over your voice, over your instrument. And she does. Oh my God, this is so insane. I want to go back to here one more time. And she is so like, I love her expression, how she really uses the words and the melody and her different registers to give us that emotion, to tell us how she feels in her own way, not singing the song like a cover song. Because the song, the original, is so beautiful. you just want to sing it that way, right? But that's not really making it your own. And especially in a talent show, you want to show who you are. How would you interpret that song? How do you feel with those lyrics if you would have written that song? So I so appreciate that. Like, let's go back to here.
The same. I guess I kinda like the way you help me escape. And I take a glance back.
Powerful.
It hurts sometimes. I fall into your arms. I'll be saving the sun till I come back around. Now the tape leads into nightfall.
That's so pretty. Because it's so clean.
Get me through it all. I let my guard down, and then you pull it rug. I was getting kind of so you're someone you love.
And now a little bit of anger, like, oh. Clean.
Nightfall.
Open.
Through it all, I let my guard down, and then you pull it
Wow. Wow.
Edan.
Aduh. Mana,
I wouldn't understand what they're saying, but let me just say that I am so blown away by her. Because to me, she looks like this little fragile, and I don't mean that in a bad way. She's just like really petite, beautiful, innocent looking. And so you would think that her voice is kind of the same way, but then when she starts singing, again, it's like really beautiful, she's very vulnerable then the entire time. It's slightly like, soft spoken, but then she like turns it up and like brings the power, brings the rasp and belts it out. And like, not only that, but she's got the range, right? She goes like really up there. So this girl has a bright future. She is so unique and she is so talented, and that's something in her voice is just like, wow, blows me away. Oh, wow. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. And that's such an amazing song to cover. So I'm blown away. She got me. Like, yeah. Agseisa, you are a star. You're beautiful and your voice is absolutely phenomenal. I'm just blown away. There's so many amazing singers on this channel, in this world. And, we really learn to appreciate their uniqueness. And so that is just like the proof in the pudding right there, right? And so before I let you go, I just want to say this. I love and appreciate you so much for recommending artists like her, because that just shows me all the possibilities, all the capabilities. The sky's the limit. So in the comments below, what should be the next Agseisa reaction? What did you think of this performance? How do you feel about her performance? How do you feel about her? Let me know. As always, I'm going to leave you with something positive and uplifting. This was a perfect example that everybody has something unique to bring to the table. So instead of always trying to just copy someone else and sound like someone else, embrace your uniqueness and really interpret things, if it's songs, your way. Express it your way. We don't always have to reinvent the wheel, meaning like maybe you're not a great songwriter yet, so you could sing cover songs, but then really make them yours like she did. She really put her stamp on it, without really changing up the song too much, but she was just really giving us her feeling about this, her interpretation of this, her unique talent that she brought to the table. It's so mind-blowing. I so appreciate it. So make that your goal maybe this week, to just like be a bit more. No, be all the way authentic you, your authentic self. Don't try to copy someone else because they're cool, because they're popular, because that's what everybody loves. No, bring your own uniqueness to the table. And you may think that's not acceptable, that's not cool, because you don't sound like anybody else, you don't look like anybody else. And let me tell you, that might be your greatest, your best asset, because that's what makes you different. So embrace your differences and your uniqueness and bring that out even more, and share that with the world. Because if you are a creator, an artist, it is our duty to create and to share our works, to inspire and motivate, and what's the word I'm looking for, to help others get through stuff, to help others with our art. Art is life. Art is therapy. Music is therapy. So don't ever think that you're not good enough, that you have nothing to offer to the world. You don't know until other people can hear you and they can get to know you. So really let your light shine bright and get out there. That's all I have to say. I love you guys so much. If you haven't yet, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, definitely the like button, the notification bell, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.